The divorce.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know how much you loved her.
It's for the best.
You know, this is so typical of Reva, though. I mean, she divorces you just in time to marry Kyle, and when he's out to send Daddy to jail.
Reva's not the enemy. Kyle ain't either, darling.
Oh, Kyle's the one who's trying to put Daddy in jail.
Kyle is confused right now. He thinks his family is turning against him.
Well, he's the one who started it all, by taking over Lewis Oil.
Darling, leave well enough alone. It's talk like that that keeps pushing Kyle away. Now, if we can just reach out to him, make him feel his family, maybe we can convince him that your daddy didn't mean to aim that gun at him.
How do you think we can reach out to him?
Well, for starters, we can accept Kyle and Reva as a couple.
After what she did to you and Daddy? Never.
Well, if you can't do it for Kyle, darling, do it for your granddaddy, please.
You know that very, very few men could be so gracious.
To hell with Grace. I did what I had to do. That's the price of loving someone. You do what you have to do. Hey, sister.
Nothing, Pop. That's the problem. It's going to take 60 days for my divorce to be final from HB. And I've got to find a way to marry Kyle before then.
Yeah, what's the rush? I mean, old HB finally saw the writing on the wall, signed your papers, you got your divorce. Why mess things up now?
A lot can happen in 60 days. That is a long time. Including pregnant women starting to show. And even if Maeve does the noble thing and doesn't tell Kyle, well, he's still going to see it. I can't take that kind of risk.
Sister, tell me something. If Maeve Stoddard was not pregnant, and you didn't have this deadline hanging over your head, would you be in such an all-fired hurry to marry old Kyle Belfoy?
No, I could wait 60 days then. But I'd still want to marry him as soon as possible. Pop, it's just, I've got a chance at the brass ring, and I got to grab it while I can.
Oh, sister, you've got all the time in the world.
No, I want to have what you had, Pop. I want a family. I mean, I'm not going to go through this life without having a baby, and I want it to be Kyle's baby.
All right. All right, you're going to have your baby. But first, we're going to get you divorced. Tomorrow.
How?
We going to Rio. Don't be
And I feel as though I should, in a way, set an example so that when Kyle does come around...
Brazil.
Yep. You get one of them quickie divorces down there.
You sure?
Positive. Buddy of mine on the rigs got himself so rip-roaring drunk one night, he went out and married the ugliest woman you ever set your peepers on. Woke up the next morning, took a gander at her in the broad daylight, scared him so bad, he hopped on the first plane down to Rio and got himself unhitched in 24 hours.
Great. I'll be in wonderful company.
But his sister, he got his divorce in 24 hours. And a tan to boot.
Oh, but Rio, Pop, that's such a long way to go for a divorce. But then it is for me and Kyle, and our love is worth it.
And we better get a wiggle on.
What, you're coming with me?
I thought you'd want the company. And it was your old pop's idea. And you are going to make me a grandpop, aren't you?
Yep. Just as soon as I'm Mrs. Kyle Sampson.
And let me go with you. Be my way of helping you get there the fastest way possible.
Okay, go get packed.
Oh, thank you, sister. We gonna have the best time. But you gonna get packed?
No, I'm gonna make a phone call first.
Hello? Yes. HB, it's for you.
Thanks, darling. Hello?
HB, it's Reva. I'm just calling to let you know that I'm going to be gone for a couple of days.
I'm surprised you'd be going anywhere right now. Where are you off to?
Rio.
De Janeiro?
That's the one.
Why on earth are you going way down there?
I can get a final divorce decree in 24 hours.
I didn't know you'd be in such a hurry to get rid of me.
I'm not in a hurry to get rid of you, Harlan. It's just that I think it's best to try to get this thing all behind us so that we can get on with our lives.
Is Kyle going with you?
No, he's being held in protective custody. I can't even reach him to tell him I'm going.
When are you leaving?
Well, as soon as I can get packed and get a plane reservation.
Do you want to borrow the Lewis jet?
That's not why I called, HB.
Reva, I know that, but the offer still stands.
Well, it would sure make things a whole lot easier.
All right. I'll call the pilot and tell him to fuel up. You be careful out in that sun. Remember how you burned in Hawaii?
I'm not going for the sun, Harlan, but I'll keep it in mind.
You take care of yourself. Guess the next time I see you, you'll be Reva Shane again.
Yeah. Harlan, I really appreciate everything you're doing for me.
You do whatever you have to do.
I will. Goodbye, Harlan B.
Goodbye, Reva.
Roxy, honey, what are you doing here?
I heard Kyle's back in town. He's okay with me.
Yeah, thank God.
Good. Oh, I thought you might need me, so I came by.
Thanks, sweetie. I'm getting ready to leave.
Where you going?
Rio, I'm going to get a quick divorce from Harlan.
No! Reva, you can't do that. Couldn't leave poor HB overnight after everything he has done for
Roxy,
you.
honey, you don't understand. It takes 60 days to get a divorce finalized here in this state.
So? It's only 2 months.
Kyle and I want to be together before then. Honey, you know how hard it is to be away from the man you love. It's miserable. Now, I almost lost Kyle in that explosion. And I'm not going to waste any more time before we're together again. Sweetie, what would you do if I said you couldn't see Rick for 2 months? You wouldn't like that much, would you? I just think it's best for everyone involved if we get this thing over as soon as possible.
Does HB know you're doing this?
Yeah. And he's given me the Lewis jet to get down there.
Oh. I'm sorry I blew up.
That's okay, sweetie.
It just seemed so cruel at first. HB understands.
I know it's hard, honey, but I gotta do it this way. And one day you're gonna understand.
Okay. I'll buy that. Well, I was going to go to Rick's for Thanksgiving, but it looks like you need me more. So, I am going to go to Rio with you.
Roxy, honey, you don't have to do that.
Oh, but I want to. Don't you try to talk me out of it either. I'm going to Rio with you, whether you want me to or not.
Oh, I want you to.
Let her come, sister. We'll have a Shane family reunion. The more, the merrier.
Now, are we all together on this, that Ross is going to plead